She came into my room. She said, get up. It's going to be a great day. I said, no, it's not. I got to tell the truth. My children travel with me in the summer. Matter of fact, little Adolph's here today. Why don't y'all give it up for him? Adolph, where are you? So if I don't tell the truth, Adolph will go back and tell his grandma what I said. I said, no, it's not. You see, I had an old school mama. No, really, old school mama. You see, my granddaddy talked about what's wrong in education today. I agree with part of it. But granddaddy only had a CS degree. He didn't have all those smarty brains that many of us have. He had a CS degree. Do we know what the CS degree is anymore? Common sense. I won't tell you what state I was in last week when I said we needed a CS degree. And the teacher said, child psychology. And they wanted to know why they didn't make AYP. However, my granddaddy said the problem is today is that teachers are afraid of principals. Principals are afraid of superintendents. Superintendents are afraid of school boards. School boards are afraid of parents. Parents are afraid of children. And the children aren't afraid of anybody. That's right. I get it where I can get it. I heard one clap over here. Well, I need to let you know I was a child that was afraid because my mama was old school. Well, look, she told me, to my surprise, she said, since you feel that way, young man, go back to bed. I'm like, it's about time she recognized who's in charge in this house. You see, my dad left when I was 2. Didn't see him again until I was 18. My grandfather stepped in my life when my dad stepped out. So now I'm like, oh, she knows I'm the man. I was taller than she was. Had a little muscle. What are you laughing? Well, anyway, she told me to go back to bed. I'm like, yeah, this is cool. And that was odd because my granddaddy didn't believe in all those disorders like, oh, no, don't take the baby. Like, hold it, don't take the baby. Does she not know how many kids I have? Bring that baby back. Does she not know? That's right. That's right. Let me see parents of 1 child out there. Parents of 2 children. Parents of 3. Any parents of 4 or more? Slow learners like myself. Well, my mama and granddaddy didn't believe in letting children stay inside. You know, stay upstairs, play Nintendo, a PlayStation, Game Girl, all that stuff. You know the stuff you buy. Don't discriminate. You know all that stuff. My granddaddy believed that a kid should commune with nature. That's right. He didn't believe in attention deficit. He said what you have is nature deficit. He said, go outside and run in circles. And you couldn't go in and tell granddaddy you were bored. Because if you went in and said, I'm bored, granddaddy, he'd say, run the other way. Well, look, nobody came to get me. And my mother, even though she worked very hard when my father left, you see, one income couldn't take care of 2 families. So we took the shorter end of the stick. We moved to the projects, inner city. When I got in trouble in the projects, I had to move with granddaddy. Granddaddy lived in the country. He was a farmer. Trouble is trouble everywhere. I might take a bike in the city, go to granddaddy's and go cow tipping. Trouble. However, I went downstairs, and when I went downstairs, I could smell the food, y'all. I could smell the toast, the bacon. We didn't have regular eggs. We had something called cheese and eggs. So you know about that, girl. What you know about that? Look. My mom used to have those big government cartons. Yo, somebody know about? I used to get in trouble behind that because it was USD something. I said, Mama, we can't eat that. That's used. My kids say, Daddy, how come you don't eat pizza? I say, I'm still getting rid of the cheese from my childhood. And listen, labels are for clothing. Stop labeling children. I was walking around my school in elementary school like this. And, you know, everybody had something to say. Oh, you know, he's an inner city child. His father's not there. He's enraged. No, I was constipated. Well, I went downstairs, and I'm looking for my plate. There's no plate for me. I said, Mama, where's my food? Big smile on her face, y'all. She said, when I came to wake you up this morning, I said, get up! It's gonna be a great day. She said, you told me that it wouldn't be. She said, as your mother, I'm going to ensure that you have a bad day. Y'all, she sent me back upstairs. You see, I didn't have the kind of mama that when I talk to parents around this country, that sometimes don't get it. I didn't have a mama where my report card could spell Eddie, and I was going to get a new pair of Timberland boots. I didn't have the kind of mama where, I remember one day I slammed my door. Pow! My mama was right there. I thought she was magic. She said, young man, did you slam that door? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, did you buy that door? I said, no, ma'am. She said, don't slam my door. Hold it. I came home from school the next day to close my door. My mama had taken my door off the hinges. Be the change. You want to talk about be the change? That's right. You be the change.